The fumbling through the end zone, giving the ball to the defense because the offensive player had the misfortune of fumbling it, or the defensive player made a play, understand. But the misfortune of the ball not rolling out at the 1-inch line, but just a couple of inches on the other side of the pylon. It sounded like Troy Vincent was making it sound. I'm not blaming anybody, but you got my hopes up when he started talking about that being maybe a little too punitive, and then it didn't even wind up on the final list of conversation. Rich, what happened with this rule?
I think it was because of you. I think most people were targeting you, and really felt. I heard a couple of people say we don't want to help Eisen out here.
Okay, understood. Understood. That's understood.
They said if he gets in the 5s, if he breaks 6 in the 40s, then we'll begin to talk about it. But I would tell you in the conversation,
Nice.
there's always a number of things that come up right every year, and they're talked about. This is one that's been talked about a long time. And I literally would quote one of the great coaches of all time, Coach Shula, on this play. That's how long we've been talking about this when I was on the committee with him. And he said there's only one person that can control this action, and that's the ball carrier. And so he kind of put the thing on us that, this has been a part of football, and that person can control it. They should have the ball in the outside arm, and they shouldn't be reaching. And so we've always left this one alone, but it's not been without conversation. I think this last year there were 3 of them that happened, and one of them was our game. It was us against the Bucks, and Winfield made a great play, but our quarterback had the ball in the wrong arm. He had the ball in the inside arm. If he had the ball in the outside arm, he scores. So for us, that was just one of. We talked about it as a committee. In order to get something going as a committee, you got to have at least the majority, and then you got to find a way to get it proposed. And that didn't happen this year.
Man.
Don't give up. You get in the 5s next year.
Yeah.
We can talk about it again.
I hear you, Rich. Maybe I can get in the 5s later on next month, but I can't fight like Don Shula wanted it this way. Like I'm never going to win that battle. Come
Don't
on.
go against the coach. We had this discussion. I mean. And the other one was the idea in those days, as you remember, most of the old school coaches were, don't you ever reach the ball, ever, at any time. Today, the way it's caught is only reach it on 4th down, only reach it when you're, and still we, as we still have players that do it and put the ball at risk. And I'm not saying that's always the case. Sometimes the defender makes an incredible play, but this has just been one that it hasn't ever had enough momentum to get itself, proposed as a rule, or certainly to get to 24 votes, which, as you know, is not a low bar.
No, it's not. It's quite a bit. Hey, Rich, thanks for the time. Great to chat with you as always. Best of luck in the draft season and beyond. And I hope to chat again real soon because obviously this is a nonstop conversation. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Talk to you.
You bet. That's the chairman of the NFL competition committee, Rich McKay, here on the Rich Eisen Show. You got him here, and you're like, that rule's never getting changed.
Never. Don Shula's been talking about it for 50 years.
How can I fight that?
Come on.
That's worse than City Hall.
I'm not
fighting City Hall. I'm fighting like the winningest coach of all time.
You drop your 40 time, he just told you. There's a way. You can make it happen.
I had no idea those were connected items. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.